but let's see if he's got the chops to live up to it as Sandstorm is fighting back with a vengeance. Silent misses a Java showing.
Yo, hammer!
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm finally back. Um, yeah, so it took me forever to try to make my first video because, like, I don't know, it was tough to think of something to make. Like, my mind would not stop, just going and going. And I've thought anything from like ranked 1v1 videos to like guide type videos, or I mean 2v2 videos. And I don't know, like, eh, I thought too much and too hard about it. So I was like, let me start with something simple. I want to put something out today because I made a sub goal, and I don't like making a sub goal and not completing the sub goal within like, I don't know, a reasonable amount of time, right? But yeah, let's get started. Uh, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. A lot of people might not agree with me, but hey, it's my video, my opinion. I think Greatsword is actually trash, honestly. I think Greatsword is noticeably worse than every other weapon in the game. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that that weapon is bad. The reason I say that is because there's some finicky stuff with it when you catch people out of their dodges, or like, the whole purpose of the weapon is getting reads. And sometimes there's some situations in the game where if you catch a read, you won't get rewarded because like you're not the player's not in the right spot. You didn't catch them close enough to you, or just weird things like that. It's kind of the same concept when a bow player catches you in the air with side light. They can't do D-light because it's just jumpable then. So they're kind of left with nothing. And I think that happens too often with Greatsword. Um, yes, you can still win with it. Yes, you can be a good player and make it work. But to be honest, at the end of the day, at the highest level, I don't think you'll see a Greatsword winning a tournament anytime soon. Um, Especially if it's mostly Greatsword play. Maybe if that person's playing Jaeyun and they pick up sword most of the time, yeah, I guess you could see that them winning. But with Greatsword, I highly doubt it. I can honestly say that's the worst weapon in the game, no doubt in my mind. Next, I'd put guns right behind Greatsword, but I wouldn't put it in C tier. I think guns are a bit better because um, when you do get the dodge reads, it's almost every time you get rewarded. I think there's never a time where you don't get rewarded for getting a dodge read. Like, there's no weird things that go on with guns and hurt boxes and whatnot. Uh, but they're very, very difficult to play. I know, like, just because something's difficult to play doesn't mean it's bad, but in Brawlhalla, like, you get into these so many like situations where you're so close to your opponent, and you just need a quick button to press, and guns just really doesn't have it. Like, honestly, it's not good. The kill options are like telegraph most of the time. I mean, D-light and recovery are the only thing that are gonna kill you. Um, but yeah, you can zone with it, but at the end of the day, it's about building damage quickly and being in those weird spots and taking advantage of those weird spots and weird situations. And guns just don't do it. I think it's just too hard to get in. And then when you do get in, you could just again be put in a weird spot. But yeah. Next we'll do bow next. I think bow is really good, but I don't think it's good. It's as good as what people are saying. Like, I don't think it's S tier, to be honest. I think like it's a high A tier. So I'll put it somewhere in A tier for sure. The reason I'm saying this is because, like, yeah, it has good control. You can build up damage, but then when it comes to kill, you have to like rely on Sigs a lot. I feel like D-Light recovery kills so late. Nair kills late. A bunch of its moves kill late. And I mean, if you're fishing for D-Light, that's tough, man, because you have to have the spacing right. They can't be jumping in and stuff. And if they are jumping, then again, you're just gonna nair. That's not gonna kill them. So you're gonna rely on your SIGs later on, which isn't a bad thing, but something that makes a weapon really, really good is not being able to rely on SIGs. Like, I mean, like spear, sword, hammer. those types of weapons that can kill you pretty early. Um, Next we'll go with spear. I think spear is really good. I don't think it's the best weapon. I would put it ahead of bow, I think. Nah, actually that's cap. I don't think I'd put it ahead of bow. I think I think bow just offers too much control. So I would put bow ahead of spear, even though spear has like that consistent kill option that kills pretty early as well. Not really early, but earlier than bow for sure. Kills earlier than bow. And you can do it two ways. You can do delight stare or you can do delight recovery. So I definitely put it behind bow. Um Lance, that's another one that's just it's good. Like, you get your reads. It has good control. I think Lance is like a worse bow. Good control kills super late because there's no true combos, no true kill option. Um, and bow's true kill option is something that kills very late, like delight nair or delight recovery kills very late. Um, so I would put Lance definitely ahead of guns, I think. But yeah, I feel Lance is like a B tier weapon. It's too linear, to be honest. It's too linear and it's not like an axe type of linear. With axe, I'm gonna go ahead and put an A tier. Uh, Axe is linear, but you can't do anything about its leniency. Like with Lance, you can kind of just run away a lot, and they have to commit. I feel like with Nairs or even Sares, Sidelight is very committal. Um, there's just too many moves you have to commit with. Yes, it does cover a lot of ground, but it's not like Axe where you can dare on one side of the screen and be on the other side of the screen, and it's like safe generally, and you can just use that one move. Like it's linear, but it's so good. Um, but I wouldn't put it ahead of like spear, bow, or maybe some other weapons later down the line. But I'm gonna go ahead and put Axe on A tier for now. I think its Axe is really good. Its D light offers a lot of control on the ground. And light is super good. I think it's an underused move. Uh, I I would say underused for like lower level players, but the high level players understand end light is kind of crazy. Um, cannon. Cannon kills kind of late. I feel like, doesn't it? Yeah, cannon. A D light nair kills kind of late. I would put it A tier. It has really good spring options, and dodge read options as well. I don't know if I would put it ahead of Axe. I might. Nah, Axe is just more solid. I think Axe is just a more solid weapon. It's Endlight and D-Light alone just makes it more solid of a weapon. It lets neutral. It lets you win in neutral more often, and that's what this game is. Like you just have to win in neutral a lot more than your opponent. I think that so I'd put the cannon behind axe honestly, and possibly spear. I might want to switch spear and axe honestly. Hmm. Yeah, I'll switch spear and axe for sure. Scythe, really good string weapon. Has good dodge reads. Where would I put this? It kills pretty damn late though. Pretty late. You have to be like working your ass off with Scythe. I would definitely put an A tier, but like behind all these other weapons for sure. Orb. Whew. Orb. Orb. Okay, the thing about Orb is like it's a string weapon, it's a it's a kill weapon, it's everything, right? Because like Silent Sare, although it doesn't kill when Sword Silent Sare kills, it kills soon enough, right? It doesn't have the daylight recovery like Sword does. Um, but its stringing capability, I feel like, is about a lot better. Its pressure is better as well. It has more pressure than Sword for sure, I would say, especially when edge guarding, because with dares and side light and just daring off the wall as well, like it's really scary. I think I'd put Orb ahead of everything on A for sure. Like for sure, it's better than all these other weapons. Um, Again, it's just has really good string capability, really good dodge reads with it. It can kill on its own. You don't really have to sig if you're out neutraling your opponent. You don't have to use sigs. Uh, okay, yeah, I'm putting it there. Hammer. Where are we putting hammer? I think we can put hammer at B tier at high B tier. I know Java went off with hammer. I know he did. Listen, that dude is ridiculous. Ridiculous. And I feel like people underestimated him a little bit too much. Like I just you could see it in their play. Like even when he gimped people, like I think when he gimped Sandstorm on Mammoth on the left side, he did recovery and immediately just jumped ground pound. And I'm sure Sandstorm had an option. I could be wrong.
Number one, but let's see if he's got the chops to live up to it as Sandstorm is fighting back with a vengeance. Silent misses a Java showing. Yo, hammer!
Bro, he definitely had something. He definitely
Sandstorm
had
is fighting
something.
back with a vengeance.
It was quick as
Silent
fuck though. Like
misses.
that. Like, I mean, if you know this is a thing, I've played Java enough to know that he's gonna kill me here. So I need to do something. Am I saying I'm gonna beat Java when I play him? No, I'm just saying in this situation in particular, like I feel like Sandstorm just had no idea this was a thing. And if you don't have an idea that you like, if you don't know what you can and can't do in certain situations or your opponent's options, stuff like this is gonna happen all the time. Like Sandstorm just legit didn't know about this, bro. No idea. That was too quick.
Yo, hammer! Oh. You said
I don't know if you felt like Java would go for some shit like that. And this is why I put it in B tier because you can kind of play around hammer and neutral really well. Like they go for D lights. The side light doesn't really, you don't get anything out of side lights if they hit you with it. So it's okay if they hit you with side light. Nair can be avoidable. Here's the thing with Nair. People get scared of hammer Nair when they're not even in range of hammer Nair. So I could be up here. They could hammer Nair here, like way down here, and they could burn the guy's dodge, but not really trying to not really try to hit him with it. And so that's really bad for that person in the air. Now the next nair is probably gonna hit. So like it's kind of like it's not gimmicky, but in a sense it is for people that don't understand the range of hammer nair. And again, like people say you can't mess with hammer off stage, but if they nair and they go onto the wall, it's so punishable. So punishable. You could just wait for them to nair, get onto the wall, just take your time and just kill them off that. So end light is good, but it's just hammer is too. There's just too much around it. You can just get around it if you just understand the ranges of where hammer works. I think it's not as great as people think it is, honestly. Oh, gauntlets. Oh, gauntlets. I'll put you at S tier. It's the only weapon in the game has a true 3-hit combo. Kind of ridiculous. Which can also lead to a kill, by the way. That 3 can lead to a kill. Wow. Stringing capabilities, insane. Absolutely insane. Dodge reads, disgusting. Like, it's like, huh. I might put it up here S tier. I'm gonna leave it in S tier for now. And it has a kill option as well. D-Light recovery is still a kill option. GC D-Light recovery. And if you do a grounded D-Light, people say you can't do D-Light recovery on ground still. Sometimes you can, depends how close you land at D-Light. But if you can't do that and you get the true combo down of D-Light Nair, then I mean you just D-Light Nair recovery. Like that's the grounded kill option. There you go. The thing is, it's insanely hard to do that. It's the hardest combo in the game, hands down. D-Light Nair is the hardest combo in the game. There's no other combo as hard as that, unless there's something I don't know about. Yeah, I would definitely. I think I'm gonna leave it at S tier, for sure. Katars. Oof, Katars are pretty insane because like you have D-Light, you have N-Light, And that's all you need, really. Like, D-Light and N-Light alone kind of carries the weapon. I'm not gonna lie. The dash impulse on Psylight is amazing. Uh, Stringing is really good. Kill potential off of strings is pretty solid. You can do some nasty stuff with guitars. I I want to put it ahead of Bow. Bow offers more control though, but it's not as useful in those weird situations, I feel like, where you get really close to your opponent and you gotta press a button. You need a fast button to press. Like, I think I would put guitars ahead of Bow. I guess I could put Bow above guitars. I don't know, man. That one's too close though. That one is definitely too close. I think for sure I put axe, spear, cannon, and scythe behind guitars though. I don't think I have a problem with that. Um, but yeah, sword's the last one. I know why I made it the last one. You guys might think I'm crazy. It's the best weapon in the game, hands down. Best weapon in the game. You can legit play this weapon by itself and win a tournament. Yeah, man, sword's definitely the best weapon for sure. I'm not even trolling with this one. Like, some people are gonna think I'm trolling. Like, oh, Noel plays sword. That's why he put it up there. But no, actually, sword is the best for sure. Hands down. If you were to only have one weapon, it's not unrealistic, right? It's not realistic to have just one weapon and have the best things with that weapon. Like, so this doesn't matter as much as people think, but to a certain extent, it matters. Like, if you get what I'm saying. Like, no one's gonna go in a tournament and just win with sword by itself. Like, they're gonna have to pick up the other weapon and play with it. Even like you're gonna have to play unarmed as well. Like, you're not gonna always have your weapon. But theoretically, if you could have one weapon and play that weapon the entire time throughout the game or throughout the matches or whatever the hell you want to say, um, that's the best weapon for sure. Has the strings, and again, like, people don't know these strings, dude. These strings are actually disgusting. You can do some disgusting stuff with sword. It has the kill potential is ridiculous. Like, you can kill from like certain HPs. You can do D-Light Dare recovery. Like, that's true. D-Light Dare Sair, true. Uh, D-Light recovery by itself. D-Light Sair by itself. It can gimp as well. Like, just land like 2 dares and you're solid. Um, it builds up damage consistently too. Like, I used to complain about the damage that sword did because I feel like it wasn't enough. 100% is enough. Like, I'm just a bad player. It definitely builds damage, like, really good. Um, has good air control, amazing air control. With nairs, that's why I keep doing that thing because I'm thinking of nair. Um, yeah, I mean, you talk about control. You talk about having everything. It has everything. It has control. It has edge guarding capability, string capability, kill option capability. It's like just two weapons in itself, dude. It's so good. Sword is actually insane. I think I'm fine with this. I may put spear in B tier, high B tier. I don't think it matches with these other ones. Spear is pretty good though, but it's not like fucking it's not oppressive. Like, some of these weapons can just straight up feel oppressive. I could I might put spear in high B tier, to be honest. I think this is solid. Orb can definitely come up here. I just don't like, I haven't seen it from someone. They haven't showed me. Some people might say Boomy has showed us, but Boomy was fucking playing, he was playing his character. Like, he played Petra. Sig usage on point, gauntlets on point, orb on point, everything. Like, he played that entire character. He didn't play just orb. So I need to see more of orb before I think it deserves to be up here with gauntlets and sword. I think sword of gauntlets is the best. Which means theoretically Val is the best character, right? But I don't think it works like that. Even though Val does have great SIGs, she has good stats. Maybe she is the best character. Anyways, I'm going on a tangent. Um, this is what I think about the current meta, the current tier list. for the upcoming tournament in Springs. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. This will be my first video on the new YouTube. Hopefully, I make some more videos and this goes good. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.